What is going on, Nerd Paraders? Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for coming to Angles here today as we play some more ARK Survival Evolved, hanging out here on the ARK Empires server, exploring the desert oasis that is the Babylonian tribe as we mourn poor Rex's passing. That's right, I proloboled him all the way to death, and he will rise from the grave soon to help us battle our enemies in the ARK Empire series. But I welcome you here to the Babylonian homeworld. Not Babylon 5, but the Babylonian kingdom in the desert, the Oasis of the tribe of Mesopotamia. So here in the Mesopotamian Empire, we have very cool buildings that we're going to show you, as well as some really cool animals and some cool skins. I look super God of War-like, like girl Kratos. The ashes and blood of my family has been tattooed onto my face, and we're wearing a cool Babylonian hat as we explore the area. Before we kick off any of this, introductions order, I am Nick, this is Nerd Parade, guys. Welcome once again to the channel. Let's kick this video off right. So here inside of our Mesopotamian amazingness, we are going to show you a lot of the cool structures that we have access to here in the Babylonian Empire. We're going up against the Romans, so those are our foes here. I have the sweltering desert heat going on in the bottom corner, and we're going to go into what I like to refer to as the Hanging Gardens is what it's called, as you can see, but I like to refer to it as the bathhouse, because to me, it looks like a freaking bathhouse, and it's kind of where we've been hanging out. Now, we're still in PvE times on the server, so you see the tech bubbles are up and running. This is to protect our goodies in the PvE times. That way we can still maintain the PvPs in the open world, like outside of our main base areas. So this is for protection, and it is automatically taken off when the server goes into PvP times, and then all war breaks out. So we're going to the Hanging Gardens. I really like the Hanging Gardens. In fact, we're going to show off some of the cool stuff up top, because this is just beautiful. Absolutely freaking beautiful. If I can get all the way up here. We have the tech generator is, of course, like right in the middle. So, or the shield is right in the middle, so it's going up to the top. But it's got a tree on top. Look at all this forestry. We can hide in it, play hide and seek with our friends, do whatever you want. But the Hanging Gardens are absolutely beautiful. I love it. You've even got like the Plant Species X model here, the growing Plant Species X model. It just looks really freaking cool. And when you go inside, I'll show you why it gives me vibes of bathhouse. Not to mention the little like waterfalls and pools that are accumulating around it. There's multiple entrances, but we have them blocked off with fences, so nobody can storm our bathhouse. But I'm going to show you here inside, and this is quickly becoming one of my favorite buildings, just because how cool it is. So already, like this, I mean, it's a fence. It was put there by our tribe members, but this right here gives me like we're entering the pool or something, like we're entering the bathhouse, and everything's tile. And let me put the crossbow away so you can actually see. Everything's tile. There's like the mosaic of the lion on the wall. We'll get into that later, as well as the legend of the DONKEYCORN. What is a DONKEYCORN, you ask? Well, keep watching. You'll find out. Tiles, stairs. Let's go to backspace mode so we can really appreciate it. We've got the lion, almost lion bear, and the Witch in the Wardrobe. Lion bear, whichever you prefer. I think it looks more lion-y than berry, but you can also kind of see maybe hints of bear in there. Upstairs, it just looks freaking bathhouse to me. This is where we've been hanging out for the calling our main hangout zone, so to speak, for base-related stuff. This is the Congregating Point. This is where we have all of our meetings around the round tile, where we sit here, or crouch here, and discuss strategies of war. I'm making 99% of that up. We're going to show off a couple of the cool prefabricated homes that are of the Babylonian Empire. So we've got what we have here is the, I know I'm not going to say this right. That's why I'm showing off, and I want to show off. Mush Canoe, I think is how you say it. If I'm wrong, please don't tear me up in the comments. I'm not an amazing enunciator, I guess. But these are the cool Babylonian homes that are prefabbed, and we might run into these allow doors. If you watched previous videos on the Nerd Parade channel, where we showed off the Inca stuff, where we had some undoorable, like open air concept type of prefabs, where people might have argued that they're not as defensible because they don't have the option for doors. These do have the option for doors, but they still have some like cool open air concepts. And one of the things that I really like about all the Empire series from the eco mods is the prefabricated buildings and how much detail goes into them, like all the stone. I mean, look at all the texture of the stone. It's just really, really awesome. These happen to come with stone ladders. They're the same kind of model is the wooden ladders, but they're stone, so they're a little bit more difficult to break. I know that's been kind of a wished item from ARK for 100 years. It's like, we have stone tier ladders. They're harder to break, but having wood ladders is actually kind of good in certain situations because the ladders break and then people can't get up or down or all around. But this is the, and I'm going to say it probably wrong again, Mushkinu building of the prefab. There's another one here, which I actually have in my inventory. We're gonna get out of the tech bubble area. I feel like that might be causing some distortion. There we go. Now that we're out of the tech bubble area, we're gonna go to the King's Building, the Babylonian King's Building. This one has 2 separate entrances, as is required by all kings. An insies and an outsies. And we're kind of built in the desert here on Ragnarok, so the ruins, we've kind of incorporated them into the desert oasis. I think it's super awesome. The awning of the King's Building here, and then we'll close the door since we're born in a barn. And the little cupboard under the stairs where Harry Potter lives, as well as the staircase going up. And our little, again, we have another little balcony that we did on the Mushkinu building. Again, I'm probably saying that wrong, but I'm over it at this point. These are some of the cool prefabs. It's becoming one of the, hey, Sea Cleaner, calm down. These are one of the cool things that I really enjoy doing before our war times, is showing off like the crazy cool stuff. The whole area is encircled, that we're occupying is encircled by the Babylonian walls. But what I have in my inventory are a couple of the buildings, so we're gonna place them down, because I haven't ever showed off how like the prefabs work. So it has the door space. You just snap the door right to the doorway. And this one is the Mushkinu. And we're going to go to the King's Building, that's the medium out one. We're going to show that one next. I'm going to say this wrong, Obelisks, maybe? It's the same thing as my hat. I have an Obelisks hat. We saw the Hanging Gardens. Did I not grab a King's Building? Well, I'm glad that I showed that off then, because we didn't grab a King's Building. We're going to do medium out and Obelisks. We're going to drop it right next to each other. We're going to try not to clip that foundation so we can get in of it, and out of it, and all around of it. This one's a smaller type of building, but it only has one entryway, which is pretty cool for the prefab. This, in my opinion, when it comes to like PvP stuff, might be one of the most defensible ones. The tribe's come and hang out here with us, and I think this is, what do we have here? Is this the Obelisks? Oh, that's the medium out. It's what we just dropped. Okay, let's put down an Obelisks. Beep. Oh, this is a large boy. Now, this one I actually haven't played with at all. Oh, wow. Okay. I was really excited to do this one because we haven't played with the Obelisks at all. And it's kind of like the Mushkinu, but like double-sided. Let's skip the option of grapples, or of ladders, and use our grapples here for an upper floor. And the ladder will snap right to that. If you're curious about, like, how do you get up there? The ladder will snap right to it. Ladle? Yes, ladle. My ultimate enemy in all video games, the ladle. I like this building. This is probably my favorite one, next to the Hanging Gardens. Now, I mentioned earlier before a couple of things. First, before we get into it, one of the dinos that the Babylonian, I almost said Mesopotamia because it's the name of our tribe. One of the dinos that the Babylonians have, that's a boat. Here it is. It turns a saber tooth into a lion. It took a second there as it was recoloring it. But the saber tooth now becomes a lion in the Babylonian decor. It's just a reskin of the saber tooth. Functions exactly the same, but you have mountable, rideable lions in the Babylonian tribe. But I did mention, and I'm really excited about this, I almost messed up showing off the lion because I'm so excited about this, the DONKEYCORN. Now you're like, what is a DONKEYCORN? And what does that even mean? So we're going to get into it. We're going to throw this puppy down. And here we have a unicorn. Let me actually put my ball away. We have a unicorn, and not accidentally tag tab. And we also have, in our inventory, I'm hitting all the wrong keys. I hit K. Where's my saddle? Oh, I see it. Okay. Un-K mode. Go to the unicorn. And we have a donkey saddle. Okay? So donkey saddle goes on the Equus and turns the Equus into a donkey. But what happens if you put the Equus saddle that turns into a donkey onto a unicorn? Well, you get a DONKEYCORN because it doesn't remove the horn. And this is something we kind of accidentally discovered. So, Shrek from Donkey from Shrek is here to hang out with... Shrek from Donkey. Donkey from Shrek is here to hang out with us, but he's masquerading as DONKEYCORN because it doesn't take away the horn. I'm so glad that it doesn't do this because this is freaking hilarious. But we can now ride around on the mascot of the Mesopotamian tribe, who is overweighted because I'm fat, as he does his dance, who is now the mascot is Donkey. He just needs a dragon to make sweet, sweet donkey love with. Lastly, but not leastly, we're going to show off just a couple of other cosmetic things. The hats. I am not personally a huge fan of the Babylonian hats. I like the other ones a lot more, specifically like the Inca one or the Tokugawa one, which we've carried over from previous seasons. I can't say I say seasons on accident, previous weeks, and but I'm going to show off the Babylonian ones because you guys may like them. So we have more of like a this looks like a feather kind of crown a little bit. I like the helmet a little bit more out of all of them, and then we have the king's hat, which to me it just looks silly. I'm sure these are historically accurate, as is tradition with the rest of the eco mods. Me personally, as far as flavor, I just don't care that much for them. I like the... I really like the Incan tribal mask, which just strikes fear into the hearts of all those around them. Let's place a hanging garden off into the distance here. There we go. We placed it half in, half out. It's one of the 7th wonders of the world, and we have multiple versions of them, just to get it out of my inventory because it was kind of heavy. And this is what we're going to leave you guys on. We've showed off all of the crazy cool stuff of the Babylonian Empire in preparation for our war with the Romans coming soon, TM to you, on a Nerd Parade channel. Same bad time, same bad place. And this is the semifinals. This will be the battle for the finals, out of which empire wins the very first instance of Nerd Parade's Game of Obelisks ARK Empires. I'm really excited. Will it be the Inca advancing? Will it be the... I'm sorry, the Inca is advancing. The Inca beat the Tokugawa to advance to the finals. That was what happened last week. This one is Romans versus Babylonians, so will it be the Romans that advance, or will it be the Babylonian Empire to go on to fight the Incas to take the title of the ultimate empire in ARK Survival Evolved? Well, guys, I hope you're excited for the battle to come. Please be sure to tag the subscribe button and also ring the bell to stay up to date with us. All things Nerd Parade, all things ARK Empires, and all things DONKEYCORN related. We're going to bring the DONKEYCORN with us, no matter what empire we go to, because every Shrek needs his donkey. Anyway, guys, remember to take care of yourselves out there. Stay awesome. And until we meet again on the next episode, remember to take care of yourselves and stay awesome, like I just said. Because I meant to say it twice. Later.